Musky fishing is an efficiency game, and you need to put the percentages in your favor to locate and catch them. Discover how to track down and make them bite in Musky Logic, part of our Angling Edge instructional DVD collection, available at anglingedge.com.
That green sheen is just awesome. And the gold flecks and the scales. Look at that.
Okay, boys.
All right, let's get some more.
Okay.
I like it.
Woo! In the world of musky fishing, soft baits have recently taken center stage, and for really good reason. They catch fish.
Got him.
All right.
Yeah.
Some are incredibly natural, while others don't resemble anything on this planet, yet they catch muskies. Many muskies have simply never seen them before. This one section of my muskie arsenal has grown dramatically in the last couple of years. Not that long ago, soft baits were considered cold water baits. Today, good musky fishermen have some type of soft bait tied on year-round.
He's a fast little guy in the current.
Yeah, woo.
Boy, did that get my heart going, Josh. Whoa, yeah, you want to get her in the net pretty quick. All right. We'll see if we can hold in this position. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. All right.
Nice shallow water fish, huh?
No question about it.
Let's
That's
get her
a nice
back.
one.
Get
Not
another
too bad
one.
of a fish. Get her back.
Probably when it comes to musky fishing, speed is without a doubt the most important of all these four factors that we consider every time we put a different lure on. Today we just happen to be, late fall fishing here, and the speed is slow, meaning we have a pause in the bait, incorporating the pause. That's when the strike is going to occur, especially during this late cold water period. So the bait is fast briefly with a quick snap of the bait, but then it's going to hang and pause right there. And that's really important, especially, like I said, the late fall time. Incorporating that pause into the bait, you're going to get those fish that are just, a little lazy, don't want to quite come up and chase a fast bait. They're going to come up and eat a bait like that.
On the opposite end of the spectrum of what Lee was talking about, this really cold water fishing situation, is in summer where we use speed as a really important triggering element, and that could be used in topwater, spinner baits, crankbaits. Is really forcing the fish to make a commitment to bite the bait. They, when the bait comes jacking by and moving so quickly, whatever style of bait that is, it can really trigger these big predators into biting. That'll get your attention.
Got it. She came back
There
for
you
it.
go.
There she is.
There you go.
Whoa,
nice one.
a real
Nice
leaper
scene.
there.
There you go. This is especially true in cases where you're fishing overfished, that anglers are always pulling the bait sort of the same speed. And the thing is a lot of really good anglers, what they'll do is pull the bait faster than what everybody else is doing. They're sitting there taking these big spinner baits and putting them on high-speed reels to really get that bait cranking.
Very cool.
Lure speed is a critical aspect of hunting top-of-the-line predators like muskies. Most anglers retrieve individual styles of lures at very specific speeds. Going to extremes either faster or slower than the norm can be a good way to beat the conditioned fish syndrome.
There's one right there. Look at that.
There you go.
There he is right there. Woo!
Like that.
Not a big dog, but boy, he hit right.
Increased speed can be a great way to trigger strikes, particularly in the warm water months.
Got him.
Oh, Mr. Sir.
Oh,
Whoa. See, you gotta keep them up.
Trolling enables anglers to move lures way beyond cast and reeling speeds. Traditional trolling baits are both crankbaits and spinner baits. Swim baits, soft baits, jerk baits all have great trolling applications. Trolling also increases the amount of water covered, hence putting the bait in front of more fish that are willing to bite.
Right. Whoa, that's a nice one. Boy, did she eat the bait or what? Whoa, look how clear that water is. Beautiful fish. Oh boy, look at that, he's so close. Oh, there, you got him, nice shot.
Right.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job. I'm trying to get a...
On the opposite side of the speed spectrum, really slowing down can be a good direction to go. Again, this can be applied to soft baits, glide baits, and bucktails. Slow-moving topwater can be painful to fish for many musky anglers who tend to power fish.
Look, right behind me. Look at her.
But if you know exactly where a fish is positioned, a slow-moving tailbait or a creeper may be the only way to trigger strikes.
It's payback time now.
Josh, keep on comment. Come on.
Yeah, I'd say color is probably the most controversial part of musky baits and musky fishing. I think probably action is number one, size number two. Color is probably third on, on order of importance on my list. But certain days, especially when I got 3 guys in the boat, there seems to be preferences certain days to certain colors. And the one thing you want to keep in mind too is that it's not always, well, you got to throw a natural colored bait in clear water and a bright bait in stained water. It's just not that simple. Experimentation is probably the most important to see what colors the fish are reacting to on a given basis.
I know, and even in real clear water, sometimes those really brilliantly colored baits can be really hot. I know, because you just hear a lot of people talk about, well, clear water, go with the real natural finishes. With muskies, I'm not sure. I think they're one fish that it's definitely worthwhile to go through the box and experiment with different colors.
Touching on the triggering aspect of these baits, whether it's a big soft plastic like this or a big hard crankbait, I think the most important triggering quality of musky fishing is loose lining a bait. Say this rubber bait here, for instance. What I truly believe, if you got a bait moving in this direction forward, as soon as you loose line a bait and get that thing to swing sideways, a fish knows it can intercept the head. And I think that's truly one of the most misunderstood triggering aspects of trophy muskies. So I aggressively sweep the bait, loosen it up right away. And I'll kind of alternate, one sweep, loose line, double pump, loose line. But that's one of the hardest things for anglers to really concentrate on and do, is fishing that on a loose line. It's, most lure retrieves, you always got a tight line. Yeah, are you gonna feel the bite or whatever? You'll go to make that next pull and the fish will already be on.
We're talking about all these various elements that you can trigger a fish into biting, and each individual bait has its own little idiosyncrasies. This is a kicking minnow. This bait came out a number of years ago, and I've caught a number of really big fish on this bait. But the thing is, it has its own innate action. It's got like a big sort of a slow, sloppy wobble to it. But once I let it, I'm cranking along, and what I'm doing with this bait is just pulsating the bait, and it's slowing down and speeding up. And that's what I'm using as a sort of a triggering mechanism that ultimately gets the fish to bite it. And each lure has its own subtleties, and every angler, no matter what baits you have in your tackle box, there's all these little idiosyncrasies with every bait that exists. There's key little things that really good musky anglers impart into the bait that ultimately they catch more fish doing it.
Got her.
There you go.
Oh, tell me that's not fun, huh?
Oh, there's one right there. There's one right there. I just had one come. Oh, two of them.
No kidding.
Two of them right there. Two different fish.
Fish, got her. There's another one down there, James.
What?
There's another one.
Was there?
Yep.
I was gonna say cast across. I just saw that's a good spot right there.
All
Good
right.
job.
Right in the middle of the river there.
Yeah.
There was another one chasing her in though.
Yes. That's interesting in the fact that just a little while ago we had the same thing. I saw one follow up, and I thought I saw two fish. We'll get her in the net real quick.
Oh, she's got one more.
Yeah. Whoa, come here.
Look at that, a headshot too.
Nice wide body.
Yeah, she's real clean looking.
He's got the new bait too. This bait here, the Thunder Beast, happens to be a new bait. It's funny how we get on, each year we seem to see new baits, and we get on the really hot runs.
Look at that.
When you get a new hot lure.
Musky fishing is an efficiency game, and you need to put the percentages in your favor to locate and catch them. Discover how to track down and make them bite in Musky Logic, part of our Angling Edge instructional DVD collection, available at anglingedge.com.